The first thing you see when you launch Adobe Bridge CS6 is the user interface. And Adobe Bridge can be called an asset management program. It does that and it does a little more. But let's take a look at what's in the user interface. So first of all, you have the menu bar across the top. You have the applications bar directly below it with these icons that allow you to perform other functions. You have the favorites panel, you have a folders panel, you have the filter panel, collection panel, export panel, and then over here to the right you have workspaces. You have the preview panel, you have metadata, and you have keywords. And you also have different icons here that allow you to do different types of options as well. The panels that you see here are in a layout called a workspace, and the workspaces are here, and you'll see that there are different workspaces. I've created my own. You have the defaults of essentials, film strip, metadata, and you have several other defaults here: output, keywords, preview, light table, and folders. So let's take a look at how a workspace is created. These panels, you can actually move them around, and let me click on a collection down here so that it will populate with items so that you can see what a workspace really looks like in action. So I'm going to click on an image here, and you'll see that image pop up in the preview panel. Information about the image will populate in the metadata panel. If there are any keywords in this image, they'll populate here. And if I want to rearrange any of these panels to suit the way I work, I can take, for example, the preview panel and just drag it by its tab, and I can place it here. I can take the content panel and I can drag it over where the preview panel was. And I want to take the content panel and actually put it there. Alright, so you can actually, again, you can move these things around so that they work and look the way you want them to work. Now after you've moved the panels around, and I'm going to do a little more here, I'm going to take this, slide this over so that I can see more in my content panel, but I like to see a larger preview. So after I've rearranged these panels in any configuration that I want, I can create what's called a workspace. So I'm going to come up here to the workspace area, and I'm going to hold down the arrow pointing down and select new workspace. Now I can name my workspace. I'm going to name it Hunter Workspace WS, and I'm going to make sure that Save Window Location is selected and Save Sort Order is also selected. So I'm going to choose Save. And now that workspace layout is now a part of the workspace options that I can select. If I want to select film strip, I come up here and you can see that the configuration of the layout has changed so that you see basically a film strip configuration down at the bottom. For example, I can also select metadata, and it will highlight the metadata information in the files. I also have a workspace that I've already created here. That's the Hunter workspace, and that you see the preview in the center, and you see the content panel across the right, and the other panels are in different locations on the left here. And let's go back to that workspace that I just created, Hunter WS, and that gives me an entirely different look. So depending on how you work, you can rearrange the panels in Adobe Bridge so that you have the layout and the workspace of your liking.